We haven't played Metroid in
a few weeks.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. When I was booting up the GameCube, I looked at Frank and I was like, "Did we?" I don't remember ever getting this far.
Oh yeah, he completely forgot where we were at. And I told him he was a big bonobos.
Yeah, it's very rude. Anyway, you had something you wanted to tell me?
Oh, just real quick. I saw your Switch over there, the real physical Switch that we see in the corner. And I went home yesterday, and Mitch was like, "I got a surprise for you." I was like, "What is it?" And he had my door shut and everything.
Did he buy you a Nintendo Switch?
No, I went in there. The Wii U we have, he had borrowed Breath of the Wild for the Wii U from somebody.
Oh, I believe you bought it from
like
Mason.
Yeah, I think it was Mason. And I was like, "Oh!" In my head, I'm just like, "Oh yay, the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild."
the strictly
worse.
We could play that today
if you want. If you want to.
I do.
All right, we can. I've been thinking about playing it. I didn't want to play it on the Wii U because I didn't want to play it on the Wii U just because I want to play it on the Switch.
Yeah,
because that's the one it was for, and I was like, and he was like, "Oh, this is the one I played on. It's not that much different, but sometimes it's a little framey." But I'm just like, I want to play it on Wii U.
You seemed very hesitant when I brought up that we could play.
Because it's one of the. I wanted to play through it by myself because I know it would ruin the magic for me. But we can still play it. What the fuck?
Well,
I'm sorry.
We don't have to.
No, we can play it. Let's play it. Let's fucking play it. Remember we did it before.
Yeah.
I wanted to apologize to Mitch too because I fucking was like a dick to him when he said, "Oh yeah, I borrowed." He had it set up in my room. He set the Wii U and everything. He was like, "I felt bad. I'm using your PlayStation, so here's this game." I'm like,
I'm sorry. He lost your.
No, he didn't lose it. He's using it to. He left his PlayStation, or Kira's dad is using his PlayStation, and he wanted to play Persona.
Okay.
And so he's using mine. I am fucking losing it.
Yeah, notice we've just been standing in this room.
Was that it? Is this all I'm looking for? Oh, that was all. I was looking for a third thing that doesn't exist, I think.
Oh, okay.
There's a. I want in this room!
There's a room over here?
That's the save room. Okay. I want in this room!
Well, it put up your map earlier, right?
Okay, there.
Oh.
No! Oh, I want in this room!
Well, what did you just do?
I walked up to it.
Well, just. You shot it.
The thing was, I had to power it on with secret panels, and me being an idiot, I thought there were 3. There were 2, so I was looking for stuff that didn't matter.
Oh, okay. So he set it up, and then you were just like, "Ew, why would you?"
No, I was pretty much.
me?
I was just. I didn't want to be a dick, but I felt like I was. I was just like, "Oh, thanks." I might not play it. He just fucking looked so sad. I felt like a butthole.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I hope he's not too torn up about it. But
I don't think he really cares very much. But I mean, I don't know, Mitchell.
Okay, so I can't even come this way anyway. Thanks a lot, Shigeru.
Oh, why? Because you need.
I need an upgrade. I need to be right now. I'm having a trouble being in water. There's an upgrade that will make that not happen.
Oh, so you get like a frog suit from Mario?
Exactly like a frog suit from Mario.
Oh, hell yeah. Samus the Froge. Fulfill my furry fantasies. Speaking of which...
Speaking of furry fantasy, we're already into the fucking deep web.
Yeah.
The very mild part of the deep web.
Did I show you...
That wiener thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I show you that...
The cat?
Yeah, I know it was on Monday when we were recording.
Yeah.
Did we mention it in the recording?
We might have.
I don't remember, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. This my buddy Justin showed me.
Did JJ show you the thing I showed him?
No.
I found. Oh, okay. I found someone drew a picture of that cat and sent it to JJ.
That doesn't surprise me at all. But my buddy Justin showed me this thing. I can't remember. It's got like some sort of French name, but it's like sort of like adult cartoon. Called like Pipoudou, or at least that's like the name of the main character. He's like a little monkey.
He's like a pink old monkey sock man.
Somehow these videos are allowed on YouTube. They probably like aren't.
All the animals have their fucking wieners out.
Yeah, and there's like one. There's one episode.
I think it's because there's foreskin. It's classy.
No, but there's an episode. Well, I didn't show it to you guys, but I did watch it. They're like playing basketball with this elephant lady.
Okay.
And she falls down on pee poo doo, and like he gets stuck in her vagina. And then the cat lady shows up and helps them. They're like, "Oh, we get you. We just gotta like lube her up first." And then she's like, there's a spot where you gotta rub on the inside, and she's like, "I'm just gonna like stimulate the clitoris," and then it's just very strange.
Can you show this to me?
Yeah, I can show it to you.
It's on YouTube.
Yes.
Are they? Do you think? Oh, that water's.
It's only whenever you exit water.
Yeah. I think it's because the physics of the game change.
Yeah, probably.
But are they meant? Do you think they're meant to be educational? And that's.
I mean, they have like slight educational.
I know they're very slight, but
yeah.
Which brings up though, Tomska did it.
Who?
Tomska, you know the guy who does, but the guy who does like ASDF movie.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't just do that. He does a bunch of other stuff. Some things live action, other stuff. There was a moment in time where he lost his goddamn mind and put out 2 sexual education videos about how to not to like to have sex and how to like lube up your wiener and stuff. It's really weird. And this point, this is back. I think he still is kind of chubby, but he used to be real skinny and he gained a lot of weight. And it's just this fat fucking neckbeard dude talking to me, talking not to me, but to like kids about how to have sex. It was really weird.
Oh my lord.
It's really strange. But if I can remember that, we can show you that at some point too. No! I can show you.
Oh, that was a good shot, right?
Action time.
Your epic gamer reflexes.
These don't lock on.
Well, they do. It's
Look
just
at cool
slow.
eyes. Oh.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
Those
bug pirates.
Space pirates.
Yeah.
The butt pirates.
They're after the treasure in the Grand Line. You ever watch One Piece?
I've watched about 280 some episodes of One Piece, so yes.
Oh.
I've watched a lot of One Piece, but I gave up because I was in like literally 50 episodes of filler. I couldn't fucking do it anymore. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was
I was supposed to go.
I watched like all of Fairy Tail up to a certain point. I don't want to like spoil anything for people who are watching
Currently
Fairy Tail.
watching.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. But I got to like this part, and it was like a major plot point. This wasn't like a filler arc or anything.
Yeah.
But I remember like watching it, and then just one day I was like,
I'm done.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I don't even like dislike the show.
One Piece is a really cool show, and every time I see stuff about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's One Piece. I like that. But it's one of those animes that's it's been going on, and the reason why is because about a third of maybe even half of the entirety of it is just bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's popular and it's coming out as soon as it possibly can.
Yeah.
They gotta meet demand.
But like.
But what about One Piece? Just because you mentioned the Grand Line.
Oh, Pirates and Grand Line. Whenever I think of Pirates, I think of the Grand Line and I think of One Piece.
One Piece.
I never watched like the subs or anything.
I
only watched
the
four. I only watched the 4Kids dub back in the day.
Well, did you watch when it was on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I watched it on an illegal pirating website.
He means with his Funimation subscription.
Yeah, illegal pirating website. It's an anagram for Funimation. It's phonetically spelled.
Just don't think about it too much.
I should try. I'm gonna. Fuck it. Fight it.
But I thought about like going back and watching Fairy Tail, and then I realized I'm like
too far gone.
Yeah, I'm like probably like 100 episodes behind, and I'm like, there's no way.
There's no point.
I'm not gonna. I would be much better off just like reading a synopsis that finishes the story.
I've been wanting to, and Mitch has been trying to get me into this. I'd like to. I remember for a while Berserk was off my radar, and I'd heard so many people talk about it. I was like, okay, let's look up Berserk. And with my Funimation subscription, I looked it up. It's fucking cool, but not. I didn't know there was like a manga for it. Mangoes. I don't even know if this is the right way. No, it's yes.
Just keep wandering. Who cares?
Just keep wandering. But I with that Funimation subscription, no.
This is the wrong way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway.
But I looked it up and I was like, oh sweet. but it ends at this super big cliffhanger, and it's like, what? And there's no more. There are movies that are bad because they're retellings of just what the show was.
Yeah, I hate when animes do that.
It's like the fans have been wanting an adaptation for so long of just to continue, and they're just redoing the old stuff.
Yeah,
we already have the old stuff, and it's so bad. If you haven't heard about the fucking Berserk new movies,
oh, they're bad.
They're awful.
They're very bad. I don't watch Berserk, but I've seen like
it's such
snippets, and I'm like, ugh.
It's such a slap in the face.
Yeah.
But I've been meaning to read Berserk, which is still going on. It's not like crazy like One Piece, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, I got a lot of stuff I want to do.
Yeah, like I remember there's this anime I like, Chunibyo, and
is it like Boku no Pico?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And before the second season came out, they came out with a movie, and I was excited. And then I started watching the movie, and then it was just like recapping the first season, and I'm like, oh no. And then I was just like skimming through it. And then like the entirety of the movie is just like retelling the first season, and I'm like, oh.
I don't want that. I never wanted that.
But I've seen the first season, and why do I want to watch this?
It's really weird. I really liked Hunter x Hunter. I watched it on Netflix. It was bullshit. Netflix, this is like 2-3 years ago, Netflix didn't have the ending. Like the last like 2 seasons of Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, excuse me, motherfucker? Did you just do that to me? So I looked that up, and it's so good. It's really sad. Like the last season is a lot of filler, but there's such a good payoff. I fucking almost cried. It was really sad. Either way, they have a movie that came out, and it's by a different animation studio, and I fucking hated it, and I stopped watching in the middle of it because like I don't want to watch this.
But yeah, another anime that because you mentioned Berserk just like had a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That shit also happened to Bobobo.
Really?
At least with the dub. I don't know I don't know how long the anime went on in Japan.
I feel like it would have went way longer in Japan than it did here.
Probably. But
fucking peons not watching Bobobo.
Yeah, I just remember like
myself.
The final episode is like setting up this giant battle. And like they're aware that this is the final episode cuz like the second final episode is like the final battle whatever, and the last episode is like the actual final battle.
The third one is the lead up to the actual super always totally.
And like they set up like the start of this battle against like Zarbal the Fourth or whatever. I can't remember very well.
It's a Bobobo name.
Yeah, and then it just ended, and to this day I'm still upset about it. Like
that upset me too.
And I also found out there's like quite a few like famous voice actors that dubbed the anime. Yeah, really? Liam O'Brien.
Who did he do?
He voiced one of the villains. Over, as well as like some other miscellaneous characters.
Yeah.
But Liam is one of the guys in Critical Role.
Oh.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. I don't think you've ever watched Critical Role.
No, I've heard you guys talk about it a lot.
But he was Vax in the first campaign, and he's Caleb in this campaign. In this current campaign. Really?
Yeah. Caleb's really cool. Hey Caleb, if you're watching this, please stop.
Turn it off. We're gonna talk about cheese and orange sex.
Oh yeah. I got me some orange soaks. I have shoes. All right, people. They're not just ordinary shoes. They're my shoes, and I wear them. But
on his feet.
On my feet, no less. But they're leather, and they got like shitty Walmart dye in them, and I fucking they get wet real. They get nice and moist. And the ink leaks onto my socks and it turns them fucking rust yellow. It's gross.
Speaking of shitty Walmart shoes, my shoes are shitty Walmart shoes, and I don't think they were designed with like
people in mind.
Yeah,
humans.
So like the heels of these things are getting real worn out, and they like chew holes into the heels of all my socks.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like now I need to get insoles or something, because like I'm starting to get holes in all my socks, and now I need new socks.
Yeah, the shoes are ruining your socks.
Yes.
What a great first episode. We've talked about anime that cuts off too soon for like most of this, and now Walmart shoes. Man, fucking folks at home tuning into the good stuff. Forget that fucking Oni Plays, PewDiePie, Funhouse, fucking Markiplier bullshit, motherfuckers. Tune into these fine-looking people.
Thank you.
I almost did it again.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about the real stuff. We're not talking about that fake Carl Weezer incel stuff. Did you see that episode of Only Plays?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was real good.
I love those people so much. Oh.
I was telling
honest to God, if anything, we say this all the goddamn time. If you take anything away from us, please watch the people we talk about.
Yeah.
Forget us; they're way better.
You're not wrong. But they're also like, been in the biz.
Oh. I don't know where I'm at.
GameCube.
Hello. Hello.
I think you found Atlantis.
These things would always scare the fuck out of me underwater.
Those guys?
Yeah.
Why don't you just blast them with a missile?
Yeah, too strong.
Can you kill him?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, he's
They have to open their mouth. It's that
little...
super cool Nintendo thing of wait to kill the enemy.
Yeah. Like
which Nintendo has been doing for a very long time. But to be fair...
Yeah. I don't know, I mean, it's like...
Speaking of which, you know what's a game we should never play?
What?
Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I mean...
That game is full of wait to kill this enemy.
Why would you play Skyward Sword when Breath of the Wild exists? Skyward Sword is just bad.
I have played all of Skyward Sword in an hour of Breath of the Wild. I can tell you which game's better.
Yeah.
I can tell you without a fact which game is superior.
Yeah, I was watching...
in every way, shape, and form.
When Oni Places did their episode of Breath of the Wild.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
Ooh, we can talk about it.
But Chris was just like... Seemed like he really enjoyed the game, which I was happy about. Because, like, there's a lot of games that I like that Chris doesn't like. Like, the new God of War, I think, is good, but he doesn't like it.
But you're also wrong.
That's fine. But he liked the new Breath of the Wild. He liked the new Zelda, and I was like, hell yeah.
And it's really good too because a lot of Zelda games have been getting a real stink, like a real stigma.
Yeah.
They've just been the same thing. Oh, we're gonna see Metroid in here.
Oh really?
We might. We
Another
might see
Metroid.
Stage 2 Metroid.
Oh, what they have like? I didn't know there was anything beyond the like face hugger.
No, there's a face hugger. In this game, there's like a squid-looking thing. I forget which way I have to do this one. Yeah, that's it. And then there is one after the squid-looking thing, I think, and then there's like the big Metroid.
So what is this thing? It's like floating.
It exists in this room and this room only.
Really?
Once I get a grappling hook, I can hook onto it.
Is it a monster? Can you kill it?
No. I can shoot at it. It doesn't do anything. It makes a fucking bird noise.
Strange.
Put it in your headphones.
Yeah,
Put in the music that the people are playing.
You have to hit it, Frank. It's not making any noise.
Maybe I'm thinking it makes a noise. I want that power up.
Oh, is that a missile upgrade?
Missile. I don't think I can get down here anywhere.
Oh, is it like beneath the ice?
Yeah.
You can't blow it up?
No.
Or do you need a special
I'm
ice
waiting.
cutter?
I need a fucking magma cannon, which I'm gonna be getting soon.
That sounds stupid as hell.
You know what's again looks cool is I think it's Hollowed, that bug.
Oh, Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. That looks really cool. Like I want to pick that up real bad.
I watched Northern Line play it and then never finished it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Whatever.
Yeah, I do that with most of my games anyway. Like Kira was playing through Fallout some more, and she was in the Institute. And Mitch finally asked me, he's like, "Hey, have you ever been to the Institute?" Yeah, I was like, "No." Mainly because he had my PlayStation 4 and he glared at me. But because I knew I told him he could use it. But otherwise, I usually get too bored with it before I even get close to that. I like Fallout. I like Fallout games. Most of the time, though, it loses my interest. It just takes... I can't invest all the time.
Yeah, I'm that way sometimes.
I love them to death, but...
Fire Emblem Birthright, I think it was. I never finished.
I don't think I can do anything in this room, actually.
Even though I liked that game, I just, like, sort of got bored and never finished it. Even though I played Awakening a lot, and, like... Or at least I think it was Awakening. Whichever one was,
Whichever one was good.
Whichever one was the one with Tharja. Or at least the first one with Tharja. The one where he plays Robin.
Robin?
Yeah.
Robinson Crusoe?
Hey, on the next episode,
Why you cut me off when I say funny words?